Hi, psychopaths and their smear campaigns. You'll like this one. Psychopaths, not all of them do this, but they'll usually have to do it if it comes down to getting your job or anything, or just getting you out of the way because you annoy them. But they'll launch these things called smear campaigns, which is basically an attack on your personality based on things that may have some small truth in them, but it'll be blown up to make it seem like you have a major personal or psychological or criminal issue. I saw this in an office job I once, and you'll see this mirrored right across the whole smear campaigns. The highest level of politics, they all do things like this. Now, how the smear campaign, here's an actual smear campaign I saw straight up in front of me happening at an office building I was in. Now, I left the job before the whole thing was resolved, so I never knew how it actually panned out. But here's what happened. A psychopath moved into the office. There was a guy ahead of him who basically was the one who would get the promotion next. The psychopath, after doing the whole glib thing of making friends with everyone and playing the game and putting on this professional great guy kind of persona, he starts getting a core of what we would call useful idiots. Now, the useful idiot is very common in psychopathic the psychopathic spectrum. The useful idiot will be the enabler, the husband or the wife who basically enables the psychopath by keeping a roof over its head while it continues on its psychopathic way, or gives it some money now and again, and gives them the illusion of being like a politician's. Their wives are nearly all what you call useful idiots. The term useful idiot actually came from, I think it was Trotsky. It was Trotsky or one of those psychopaths who ran the communist revolution, and they've got these people called useful idiots to basically do their work for them. So anyway, the psychopath was in the office. He gets a core of a few useful idiots, and he's out one night with a couple of them, and they're talking about this guy. The psychopath wants to get out of the job. Just say his name is Billy, and suddenly they'll turn around and say, someone will say, Billy's a pretty cool guy. He's a good worker. Blah 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 blah. And then the psychopath says, yeah, he's great. I mean, I really get on well, and I was ashamed about the mistakes he's made in his past. That's how it starts. And then the other psychopath say, what? Oh, I shouldn't have said anything to the psychopath. I'll say, I'm sorry I opened my mouth now. No, what's the story with Billy? What's the story with Billy? The psychopath says, look, don't tell anybody this, okay? But he served time in prison in the early 90s for raping a girl. But look, please don't say and tell anybody this. And then the psychopath will say, and his last wife, or his last girlfriend, he slapped her around. She actually has a restraining order against him. Suddenly Billy's life at the office is now a completely different dynamic. The people who he got on great with at the office are now kind of ignoring him, or they're staying away from him. Things have cooled off. Next thing you know, the psychopath has the job, and Billy is now going to be picked on personally through a bullying campaign by the psychopath to drive him out of the job. So no one ever finds out that the psychopath who'd ruined his career and took his job was lying all along about Billy. And people are strange that way. This is another thing too. If someone comes up to you and says something about a person you work with, and you may, don't just take their word for it. Check. It could be a psychopath on a smear campaign. So that's the thing with the psychopaths to watch out for. The smear campaign. They don't all do it. It's one of those things they'll do if they have to do it, and they'll do it very effectively. And it's also one of the things that they're undoing, because these smear campaigns, all they really do is they build up that messy trail behind the psychopath that eventually destroys them in their life. But the psychopath will never change. When the psychopath is on its deathbed in hospital, it'll say things about, like, that person over there on the other side of the hospital ward stole my money. This at 90 years of age. Or if they're in the old people's home, the psychopath will be putting smear campaigns out against the other residents of the elderly home. So they never change. And the smear campaign is something they'll use from the time they're a baby to the time they have their last breath on this planet. And so smear campaigns, watch out, be observant, and watch politicians go, because they live in a world of nothing but smear campaigns, and that just proves my point that they're all psychopaths. Well, not all of them, but the ones all in power, the ones that get to the top, are all psychopaths. So look after yourself. Stay cool, stay beautiful, and enjoy life. It's we're going to win, because we always have won in the past, and we'll always keep winning in the future. So take care of yourself, and peace.